All right. Does anyone wish to give a recap of the previous session?
Well, I believe we spent most of the time trying to convince as the people go down, failing, and then that's right. We clear. No, actually, I can't remember. Forget it. I remember spreading
goblin phages. That's what we spent a lot of time doing. Then we camped up top. We got attacked twice during the night, and then we decided to go downstairs.
Also, Caradon returned.
Yeah.
The one that last scene turned into a whatever the hell it was.
I would say that they were burying the lead, but you were the one who wanted to bury the lead.
Look,
and I supported
we interrogated
that.
about
doppelganger. That's it.
Yeah. Is that Caradon? I mean, it blows my mind that we didn't even stab her, but that's fine.
I did cast Detect Evil, and she wasn't
but
evil.
Did you see that she bleeds red? Because, like, doppelgangers bleed black. Now, that's meta knowledge, because Shiro was not there for any of that. But I'm just saying, for the people who were there.
I am sure she's been stabbed since we came down here.
I think she has been. Has she?
Well, she was sold to a goblin chief. That was her excuse for not being around. She's sold into slavery.
I mean, those were words she said.
Yeah. Yes, that's true. And this is her last mission.
Yeah,
those are also words she said.
True.
And she was sold to a friend of a Sybil of. Yep. Far as the gutter. A known associate of the Sybil of the Lantern Bearer. Although known as a Century of the Broken, and possibly now the less broken and a little more of 6 packs, 5 short of a 6 pack of beer.
That's him.
Yep, that gobbo who looks a bit more human than usual.
I'm reading my notes. So we interrogated.
Sounds like a terrible idea.
We interrogated the remember there was a shaman that we captured and interrogated?
Yep.
Yes.
And this is good. During the interrogation, the goblin attempts to escape. However, Vash caught him as he jumped and dragged him back onto the wall. Interrogation deteriorates into porridge and biscuit discussions. Giving up with interrogations, the sergeant kills the goblin.
Yep.
Sounds like our campaign. Why were we talking about biscuits and porridge?
Why weren't you?
Yeah.
They're pretty good.
Party finally decides to camp for the night, moving up to the southwest tower and settling in for the night. During the first watch, a slight scuffle with a goblin scout. However, he is sorted out quickly. During the second watch, a mutant carnivorous fly attacks, but is dispatched quickly.
Damn straight.
Next day, the group heals up before heading down to the first level of the Underkeep. Fighting ensues. And I don't bother taking notes of the fights, because, meh.
Yes.
Thank goodness.
Now you gotta have a blow by blow.
Exactly. It would be blow by freaking blow. Anyway, thank you for those notes.
I should just cut and paste the dice rolls and then give everyone a lot. Sheridan rolls a 5.
Are you a fan of Red Dwarf? If so, do you remember when Rimmer was explaining?
Yes, Rimmer's talking about risk. And then I rolled 5, a 5, and a 6. Yes.
Okay.
So another point though, I believe the last session was session 62, was it not?
Correct.
So why are we playing session 62 again? Deja vu.
What do you mean?
On the splash page.
On the splash page it says sessions.
No, it doesn't. What are you talking about?
Well played.
Had you started the recording yet, Greg?
Yeah.
It's fine. Henry's just crazy. It's happens.
Totally. I must be. Look at. I'm sure that was 62, but maybe that was last week. I haven't slept much this week.
You mean 2 weeks ago?
All right. Cool. Okay. So the next really important thing is who's going to run the elf. Caradon.
Which elf? Caradon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like I said, roll for it. Everyone rolls D8.
Yeah,
No,
I'm happy with that.
On the trust me.
Sure, why not?
I roll a d8 if you want to control them, I think is the key thing.
I'm out of it. Unless lower
No.
score wins.
Oh, I thought no one else was going to roll.
Shiro wins.
Oh, I know where you rolled, Aaron. You just wanted access to the character sheet, so you can see the word doppelganger.
100% correct.
Yeah. I realise.
Mainly to see if he has poison on him is the actual reason. Doppelganger's secondary.
So now the question is, Grail, is a 1 or an 8 the winner?
I've given it to Aaron.
Yep, cool.
I did think that you would have been the best person to control, mainly because of the animosity that Lenza and Caradwin, or there is between those two, at least one way. And it would have been, yeah, exactly. But it would have been great to see that role play with you role playing both at the same time.
Both sides, yeah.
No, it was suddenly like Caradwin had no backstory, or
All right, so I just had to go and edit the character sheet before I gave it to Aaron.
Just delete all the
have poison.
delete all the poison out.
Just adding a bunch on. No.
All right, so yes, that was it. So
Kruber, I slipped you the Kruber poison that Caradwin had. Yeah, this is water. Well, I mean, which is a poison to Kruber. But
so we had finished the previous encounter with Lenza taking the last turn. Well, not the encounter,
Yes.
the last round of combat. So if I was to shift you guys... Alright, so the people who have the skulls on them were
Baned.
by Bane. The people who had the fist on them were effectively blessed.
And they cancel each other out.
They do, in so much as the penalties and advantages opposite, but depending upon the spells are still there though, depending upon which one has the longer duration.
Correct.
Right. So
or if
therefore,
they have any ability that triggers off targeting a baned opponent.
Sure. So by the way, these guys here, I don't think there seemed to be a bit of disconnect or concern about what these were. They appear to be human skeletons wearing tattered remains of armor and carrying rusty swords, staggering towards you in a fairly staccato type motion.
Ooh, staccato.
Ooh.
So Zhang will start this combat round.
Okay. Well, I think it's getting a bit crowded down there, so I might keep going up north and have a peek at what's going on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoop. All right. It's the first of the day, so I think I should give it a go.
So no,
Reasonable.
armor class 4 is a hit.
Oh my goodness!
Your first ever hit with your Guando.
Yeah, I
For
can
minimum-
use that bonus.
Yeah, I was going to say for
Minimum damage.
And still the best strike ever.
Yep.
He is still it's still alive. However, Zhang, do you have any NPCs? No, your NPC died, didn't he?
No, he died long ago.
And even though technically these are all your NPCs, you decided to refrain from taking another one back on board. You've delegated.
I'm scarred by the first experience. Never again.
Okay, so Hypatia, you're up. Actually, you know what? It should have been Hypatia that started this, but it's all right. So Hypatia can begin again.
Go. Alright, it's going in front of me. Let's do something about that.
Okay.
And
Before they do something about it.
And they had armor. Actually, no, it didn't matter. So no modifiers because it was cancelled out. That's a hit. That's a miss.
It is a miss.
Let's try that again. Possibly still a miss.
Armor class 6, that is a hit.
Nice.
For 9 damage. Alright, then it's going to be Shiro.
Alright, Shiro's going to move to here. This guy is going to move to here. And oh wait, do you want me to do Caradon at the same time or separate?
Separate.
Okay.
Vash will be up next.
So, Grail, just wanted to check. Did you get the +2 damage with weapon for monk?
That should be added into your damage.
Oh yeah, that's what I should be doing. Yeah.
No, it's already added in. That's why you didn't. That's why you rolled a 1 but did 3 damage. if you hover over the damage that you did, you'll see that it's got in brackets floor in bracket 4 divided by 2. So that is rounding. That's a round down of your level halved.
Righto, beautiful. Thank you.
It's already incorporated. It's okay. So, Vash.
I'll straight away take a swing at the dude on the right.
Go for it.
With the chef's axe. What does the spell do in terms of buffs?
You have +1 to hit and +1 to damage.
Delicious.
Muchly.
Ooh.
That is a hit.
Cuddy.
It is still standing though. Alright, so it will be Jaquan next. It may not be standing shortly.
I think we know what I'm going to do to this one.
Meet Shish and his mate Kebab.
Yeah. I'm guessing that hits.
Oh, damn.
So that's a crit.
Yep.
So that's 21 damage. It is dead. Yeah, so you can make a saving throw versus magic. Spells.
No.
Spells, that is.
No,
You get a
I can't.
+1. You get +1.
Don't
Oh, no,
I
you
get
don't.
-1 as well?
No.
Dude.
No, only if you fail.
No, he's already got Bane, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he might.
Oh,
it
yeah.
might be an additional thing. Just make you safe.
Ooh.
You failed.
So close.
You are now.
Hang on. Oh.
What?
Can I play a card or is it too late?
You have to play it beforehand.
Beforehand.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Unless it specifies that you can play it afterwards. But if you're just discarding a card,
No, I was going to discard it, but I wasn't thinking.
you're
So
now
good.
you're now double baned. So you're back to having negative modifiers. Sean, you're up.
Oh, I get a second attack. There's
Oh,
someone
sorry.
right here.
Go for it. You're going for the triple.
No, I will step there and then do a sad attack.
Go for it. That is a miss.
Yep. That is a sad attack.
Corridor.
Oh, yeah, it's fine. You didn't
Ca-
fumble. You
ca-
can't
I
fumble.
mean, I hit more than.
Eritwin
Yep.
Would have
is
done more than
going
3
to-
damage.
Yeah, that first attack did 21.
Oh, I know.
It's okay. That averaged out. Oh.
Krupa literally just moved where I wanted to stand. You son of a bitch. 1, 2.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
I
up
think I
with
missed.
the successes.
I think I missed Sean. Sorry.
You did miss Sean,
Yep. I put.
but I was letting
Sorry,
everyone else
go
talk.
ahead.
That's right. I
I
wrote
am
number
I'm
down, but didn't tell you. Go for it. Yep. You're turning.
turning undead, yes.
What hit die do you manage to turn?
I'm just looking it up. That's why I was
I
letting you
think
guys
that would
talk.
Make it live.
What was it? It was
You rolled a 6.
6 on level 5.
Mhm.
6 is
You turn up to 4 hit die creatures, and
Oh.
you destroy creatures of 1 or 2 hit die.
Okay.
And how many hit dice worth? 2d6.
4.
Okay. The warriors, dread warriors, appear to be completely unfazed by your attempt to turn them. The two skeletons crumble into dust and their equipment just falls to the floor with a clang.
Nice.
So I don't get to control them?
Nope, you destroyed them utterly.
Oh well. Weak! I want stronger minions!
Can I move to here? Or can Caradwin move to here?
She can move around that way, yes. Not in a straight line, but she can move.
Oh, no, that's what I mean.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, well, she will move to there and she will make an attack on this guy with her longsword.
Do you have the stats for that? I don't know. I think I need to put that in.
I don't, but I can roll a d20 and I'll tell you if I what I get.
I'm just putting it in your journal. So if you have a look under the items, you'll see an item with that same name.
Oh. Items. There's items down the bottom.
How about
much stuff? Ah, okay, thank you. Okay, cool. Well, I'm just going to roll a d20 and add the modifiers afterwards and tell you what I get. All right, I rolled a 6. I'm going to say that that's not going to hit because that's a strength.
Yep, it will miss. And then Lenza. Sorry, Lenza, you went last 2 rounds in a row. Did you guys with NPCs move your NPCs? I don't think you did, except for Aaron.
Mine's going to hold the line there because he doesn't want to die.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't move mine.
I don't have vision on mine.
Don't you?
No.
You can't see him?
I can see him. I don't have vision from him.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe, I reckon it's because there's no light source for him.
Yeah, it's probably because it's pretty dark.
Okay. I can see stuff here. I can't see here.
Yeah, I think it's because...
the light source is on...
Yeah, have been left behind. He's in shadow.
Mogo would have been reloading anyway, so...
No, he should have light source. I can see some stuff. It's like a...
Yeah, I can see a little bit. Okay.
It's like
if everyone else is moving, he would have moved up.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so Lenza can act.
Excellent, cool. I can't really see shit because there's too many people ahead, but that's pretty normal.
Did you just bitch about being safe at the back?
Yes.
On brand.
Cool. So yeah, it looks like they're dealing with whatever's down here pretty well, and I heard other things from I'll just go up here and see if there's anything around here that is interesting, but it doesn't look like it.
Okay.
So I'll just move up there and end my turn, and then my archer dude, the one that's still up anyway, will move up a bit to try and get an angle on this guy.
All right.
They can move. How much they can move and attack?
It should, if you click on them and hit stats, it'll tell you their stats, including their movement. So he is not encumbered, so he can move 20 feet.
So 5, 10, 15, 20. He'll move here and attack this guy.
Cool. -1. -2 to hit because he's got a bit of wall in the way, and he's only small. And Zhang is doing a dance of celebration for hitting with his Gwanda.
I think that still hits, though.
It will,
Hey.
and it will kill him.
Cool.
The goblin, that is not Zhang.
Good.
Next
Yeah,
time.
that was what he was aiming for.
My work here is done, master. Ooh. Oops, my son's been moving all my pewter figures of dragons and knights from around the world, and they're all over the place at the moment. So I just knocked them flying with my cable from my headphones. Alright, you guys are done. Let me do some bad guy. Since there's only one left, it appears.
Well,
without the Billie Eilish.
There should probably be 2 skeletons still there. I don't think I can destroy them at my level.
Yeah, you can.
Level 5?
Yeah.
No, it just says TNT.
Oh, so that's turn, isn't it? You're right.
Yeah.
Sorry, you are correct.
D is destroy.
Yep.
Any rate.
That's right. No, you have control of them then. So let me just put them. Let me give those to radio. So you can move them then if you want.
Well, they'll both just move up and attack this guy. I can't actually move them.
That's right. So cool.
They'll just move up and attack him.
Okay. I'll roll for him.
Yep.
One of them hits.
Do they get crits? Because they're not. They're being controlled by me, so they get crits.
Yeah, they can. All right. So yep, he does 10 damage, which kills it. There you go. The skelly killed it.
Nice.
Does it get baned?
Nope. It does not. Alright. So, let me check something. I need to roll. Make a roll. Cool. Okay, so I need to move this tablet. Terrible. It's just this map too. I don't know why. The map's not particularly bad.
Oh, more friends are coming to play.
Hmm.
Okay. That is the end of the turn. It will be Hypatia up first.
Excellent. So I saw those two try and hit, take down this guy.
Yep.
All right. So I'm just gonna move down here, and I'm just gonna hold position and let it come to me.
Okay. Sure.
All right. Shiro is saying there's skeletons here as well, and then going 1, 2. Oh,
You had the light
And,
source.
I have one of the light sources. He's gonna stand here and fight defensively, and that's it.
Okay. After Shiro, it will be Vash.
If I move out of the yellow square, will I lose the...
No, the yellow
Yeah.
square was just where he was targeting it at the time.
Oh yeah.
That yellow square can actually
Go away now because we've got the fist symbol. I think on
Yeah.
everybody who got it.
So
Oh,
do you
Sean
guys
had all
think
that source as well.
you guys think you're fine up there? Otherwise, I'll stay with the group down here.
Yeah, we should be okay. I don't know.
No threats at the moment, so.
I'm not loving my double bane.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
I can't tell which two skeletons are.
You just got a crit. What are you
controlled.
complaining about?
I believe those two are friendlies for the time
Yeah, I
being.
don't want to whack the wrong skelly
Which
boys.
two, Al?
That one and that one.
Can we mark them with something, Grell, just to differentiate?
Sure.
Thank you. In the meantime, I'll be brave and move up and whack skeleton boy,
Love
Go
it.
for it.
and then perhaps run away.
You don't know he's a
Afterwards.
boy.
We'll
He's got
see.
no bits. Go for it.
You could tell by the hip bones, can't you?
No, they're pretty decaying, and he's covered. They're covered in kind of crappy shit. So you did armor class 4 and 11 cutting damage. Right, so that is enough to smash it. That's the end of your movement, and actually can't move back after that.
Yeah, fair enough.
It will. Do you have any NPCs you wish to make use of?
It's a bit cramped in here. He's gonna have to shoot through like 3 people, so I'll keep him in the middle-ish. I'll move him like 2 spots. Just around the corner if I need help.
Okay.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
Cool. After Vash, it will be Jaquan.
I'm gonna back up Var. Actually, who's where? Where did you get to, Zheng?
I am very top, pretty much. It's
That's right. You'd run off that way.
yeah.
Also,
Harry, go and help them.
just so you know, I think someone asked previously. Doesn't come through quite that well. There seems to be a wooden door frame there.
Oh, I see it now. Yeah.
I'm going there and preparing to attack any skelly boys.
Alright.
That turn. I'm sort of having my back against
Sure. You can't ready an action
a
unless
wall.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only way you can ready is if you do not move at all. But that's fine. I know what you mean. You just
I'm
you're on the
standing
lookout.
there preparing. Yep.
It will be Caridwen next.
Oh, hang on.
Harry Hazza to his mates.
Okay.
He has no mates here.
Caridwen's going to.
Hang on, what's
Stefan.
Hazza doing? Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
sorry.
stepping up there and ready to protect the short cleric.
Cool.
Because even a little magical help is better than nothing.
Mhm.
You spend too much time with Kruber.
Yes.
Yep. What's Caridwen doing then?
All right. Caridwen's going to step past these two. And she's going to fight defensively.
Okay. It will be after Caridwen, Lenza.
Alrighty. Well, there was a skeleton somewhere down here, but I can't see it at all now, so that's not helpful. I will also probably back up just towards here and kind of be looking both ways, essentially back up top and then back down here. And then my other archer dude will, I guess, just come back down to be with the group, essentially. And that'll be it.
It worked.
Cool. What's that?
Nice.
What's that aura you have around you, by the way, Shura?
Mine traps.
Cool. Zheng. I thought it was. I just wanted to confirm.
My turn, okay. Well, I see some passages. I might have a little scout, walk past them, see what's going on, so...
Go for it.
Ah! Alright, loops around. Sweet. And that's my turn.
Cool. Bad guys.
Did
Right.
Sean get a go?
Did Sean not get a go? Did I miss you again?
I think so.
You didn't take control of some undead?
Yeah, make
Not this round.
So go. What's your turn anyway then, Sean?
I'll probably move to there and turn undead again.
Okay. Roll. See how many you control.
I'll see if this macro that I just wrote works.
How many can you see?
Only those 3 there.
It did not.
No, 2. That didn't do work, did it?
No.
Let's try that again.
That worked.
Yeah.
So you get control of those 2 again.
Yep.
Cool. You don't have to roll to automatically control those. If they're all you can see, they are 1-hit die skeletons.
Mm-hmm.
They are yours. Yours, baby.
Wow.
Alright, let me control some other guys. Ooh. Attacking Jaquan with a rusty sword. And missing.
Mm-hmm.
How about that? Alright. It will be Shiro's turn.
Alright, Shiro's going to cast a spell.
Just so you know, Sean, you come after Jaquan. Don't let me miss you a 3rd time in a row. What spell are you casting, Shiro?
Your light wounds.
Cool.
On this guy, I assume.
We'll find out.
You just cast on yourself.
Not possible at the moment, but hey, if I take damage, maybe.
Cool.
Yep. Oh, and sorry, my other guy will. Oops. Put that way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Guess I'll just stand there.
Okay. It will then be Vash.
So I see another skelly boy or girl. I will swing at it.
You could all just ask them.
I don't think they can speak without any vocal cords.
Oh, I'm pretty sure they could give you gestures that'd tell you.
They speak in Morse code with clicks of their mouth.
They speak like the Martians from Mars Attacks.
Excellent.
Alright, you kill it. I'll just move it to there so there is record of its demise again. Alright, after Vash it will be Jaquan.
Nothing to kill. I ready an attack.
Okay.
Hurry, get in front of me.
So your ready is triggered if an enemy comes within reach, I assume?
Yeah, and Harry steps to here, sees something, steps to here, and wants to attack there.
Cool. Make his attack.
Ooh, nice.
Aren't you all glad I came tonight?
Absolutely.
You just saved Sheng's life.
Thank you.
Alright, after Jaquan, it will be Sean.
Okay, so Sean is going to move to here. I guess he will roll his turn on dead. Did it work this time? Still didn't work.
Nope.
Now I get to keep him.
Yep, they're yours.
You gonna send them off somewhere, or are they just gonna stand around doing the skelly dance?
Well, I don't know. Is there any more enemies around?
It's hard to see.
No?
Can you see anything?
I can't. I'll get them to drop their weapons and then move over to here.
Okay.
And there.
Attack the vile threat of Caredwin. And then when Craig comes back, you'll be saying, "Oh, something terrible happened."
My skeletons took 3 turns to kill you.
And everyone sat around watching, placing bets.
After Sean, it will be Caredwin.
Caredwin is going to go for a walk. Right. That looks pretty reasonable. And Caredwin says, "Should we maybe smash these skeletons anyway?"
That's the point. That's why I got them to drop their weapons.
All right. Well, she's going to take a whack at one of them. This one. Grab her.
That is a well miss.
Yeah.
Indeed. Well, that was actually a 16. Oh, well, whatever.
Yep.
Including my +1.
It will then be Lenza.
Lovely. I actually do some attacks this round. My archer will move, I guess, 1, 5, 10. Can you go here? Yep, and we'll attack, and then I'll move up to where he left and attack. So this guy will actually have a good shot because there's no one in his way for once.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, yeah.
We'll try and do better next time.
So it hits 8, which I think may miss.
It is a miss.
Cool. How much of a negative do I have shooting through like 5 people? Not 5, but like 2.
You're shooting past Shiro and
the
Halberdier
and Harry
and the archer. So, and there's a bit of wall in between you and it. A considerable amount of wall actually, because you've got.
Oh,
wall.
does that actually clip it?
Yeah, you got wall here, and you got wall here.
Yeah, let me get Shiro out of the way so you can see.
Oh, right. Yeah, cool. Okay.
So I'll say that's -4.
Okay.
That is still no. If that did you include the -4?
That was I would normally have a +4, so now I have now to the flat D20 roll.
That is a hit.
Right.
That is a hit and plunk.
Excellent.
Oh, threading the needle.
Yep.
Hypatia is up next.
Okay, so I've seen other people hitting these skeletons over here.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
well, wailing.
I'll wander in and have at it. So I'll target this one over here for a start. No.
Well, at least you didn't hurt yourself.
Yep. I shall try that again. That is almost as bad and probably still misses.
It does still miss.
Dang. That's fine.
There you go. The turning the control has been broken. They have they have numerous ones to attack. So they'll do.
I get my ready to attack when the control's broken.
No, you said if a hostile moves in, I'll let you have an attack. Go for it. Technically, I shouldn't, but go for it.
Oh,
that's
sure.
okay. Go for it.
Just because it's -1.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which one were you attacking?
I didn't declare, so I'll let you pick.
The one that's going to be easier.
Nice.
So this guy here is going to scratch at 1, 2, 3. Let's roll, see who determines to attack. 1, 2, it'll be Hypatia. 3, 4, Vash. 5, 6. It will be Caredwin.
Hypatia.
Yep. Alright, so this is an attack for him. It's going to say sword, but it's not sword. And if he hits, I'll roll damage differently as he uses his bony fingers as a claw, and he misses considerably.
I would have taken that damage even if he hit.
I could have. It's like, oh, DR, you say.
It's like just polishing your breastplate.
Mm-hmm. That's the worst high five. Says that's the worst high five ever.
Okay, it will be instead Vash for the new round.
I'll attempt to kiss the skeleton right next to me. Actually, I might just step back a little and blow him a kiss. It's not very hygienic. I guess not.
That is a miss.
Flies past him. No.
And you would have done 10 points of moistness.
It will be Jaquan.
Okay. This one.
Oh, sorry. Before we did that, Shiro's spell went off. And you were targeting.
Oh, the guy on the ground. 7 hit points.
He is
Nice.
on 2 now because he was on -5.
Mm-hmm. Good to go.
Hey!
He's going to leave.
Humble. Is something good?
You have
Proficient.
your favourite.
With NPCs, are they able just to like get up and keep going after the heal? Or
I'm
like,
guessing
is that a
No,
normal thing, Grail, or what's the?
He has to make a morale check.
Mm-hmm.
So and it will be at -1 because someone did that not work, the morale check.
Oh, apparently it did not. What do I have to roll?
Oh, I thought that was like a hashtag morale check. It was
No.
like a.
The morale check, if I do it, will probably work. Let's try. So no modifier is -1.
Cool. Okay, you're special, I guess.
Very special.
If I check the morale macro, morale. Where is it? Blind as a bat. It's around here somewhere. Doesn't matter.
Perception check.
Yeah, I'm not good at I'm not good at those.
Cool. It's all good.
Yeah.
If you just roll, it's fine. It's not going to come up often.
No.
So
he's okay to keep going. He did not fail it. Actually,
Harry as well.
Harry doesn't need to make one at the moment.
No. Action.
Yes.
Harry prepares to attack anything hostile that comes close.
Okay. After Jaquan, it will be Sean.
Well, I'm going to move back up to here, I guess. I don't think they need help killing a single skeleton. Yep. Just checking out and see what's happening with the rest of the group.
Okay. After Sean, it will be
And I'm going to test my macro.
Caradwin.
Yes, it works.
Caradwin, we'll have another crack at this skeleton right here.
Nice.
Let's go. AC 4, 3 points of slashing damage. Unless he counts as unarmored, then it'd be.
He
5.
is not unarmored. He has armor.
Well then, slash.
Alright. It's still kicking. After Caradwin, it will be Lenza.
Oh wow. Okay. Cool. Okay, so not much in Vism's sight now. So I guess I will just approach down. How far can I move? 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, I'll approach here and sit there. The archers will back up a little bit and kind of just hang back after seeing what one arrow from a goblin did. They're not too fussed about pushing forward.
Smart. Zhang.
Okay. Continuing to journey down these side caverns. Oh, hello. 2, 3, 4.
Why am I not seeing what you're moving at the moment? I should be seeing it's not updates.
You have a light source on you, don't you?
Yep, I got a torch.
It seems like you don't have a light source on you.
Oh.
Or is that just can you does the light move around you when you move, or is it?
Yeah, I seem to be able to see stuff.
Is the light only for you?
Apparently, it's a special torch.
Let me have a look. Hang on a second. Let me update his character in a second. I just got to check something because I'm not seeing him move. And he's just teleporting.
Secret mug magic, I say. Yeah, I'm over here.
Were you born on the top of a mountaintop?
Came from a village down below. Brought up, but yeah. I've been in all the altitudes.
That should be a t-shirt.
Dynamic lighting.
Only the ones above sea
He
level.
should be emitting bright light. Other people should be able to see his light. Do you not see his light, Oz?
I don't see your lights actually.
I don't have a light on me. Sure, it does.
But you should. No, you can see his light because I'm looking at what you can see at the moment, and you can see him. Correct?
Yes.
That
yeah.
means
That's from Shiro.
No, it's not.
Right.
That's
okay.
For example, if I was to quickly put Shiro on the stop.
My alert source only goes to like that.
If I was to put Shiro on the GM layer.
Yep, my light goes away.
There he goes.
You can see.
Yeah, I can. Okay, cool. So it is. It just didn't look like it was.
No, I can only see Shiro's light.
That's right, because you do not have visibility to where Zheng is. So I'm not talking about what you can see. I'm talking about what
I can just see it. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Sorry, I thought that was Shiro's coming all the way down there. All good.
So I'll put Shiro back on token layer. Cool. Hey. All right. So that was who acted just then? That was Zheng.
That was me.
All right, so
I might just back it up a few steps, just because it's feeling a bit lonely over there.
All right, so it's now Hypatia.
All right. So that skeleton is still alive. Let's actually try and hit it this time. Probably not.
Maybe. Who knows?
That's a miss. Are you adding the bonus for Bless? Which is offsetting your Bane anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
I mean, I'm glad I'm getting my bad dice rolls out of the way against the skeleton, but dang.
Hey, as he thinks he's going to use bad dice rolls out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to make the doors stick out a bit more.
That's adorable.
Does the orange door, is that more noticeable?
Orange door.
You can't see it, but Hypatia probably can.
It blends a bit into the ground.
I thought it blended more before. Jeez.
Oh, I can see that.
Fine, let me make it fuchsia.
Oh, there's a fancy door.
Yep.
Alright, fuchsia doors they are. Okay, so after Hypatia, it'll be Shiro.
Right. Shiro is going to 3 to here, and he's going to look around a little bit and be like, all right, cool. That's it. That's his move, and the halberdier. 3, 4, 5, 6. There. All right, that's Shiro's go.
Skeleton's going to attack Hypatia again. Once more, it is without the sword. I'll sort that out if he happens to roll natural 20, which he does not.
Oh, did you quite fail to kill it as well? Dang. You had a bad turn.
It will be
Like
Jupan's turn.
Bane hurts. Okay. Statistically, I can't be bothered working it out.
What can't you be bothered working out?
Whether I'm likely to kill it or not.
You are. You just did.
Cool. And Caradon's in front of me, you say? And then I'm going to move to next to Vash and in front of Vash that way.
I'm seeing you on top of Vash.
I'm seeing Vash there,
You
and
are.
me below Vash.
I'm seeing you on top of her.
Am I still on top of it?
No,
Okay.
not anymore.
I'm seeing Vash in that.
Yes, you are.
square.
But for some time, you were sitting on top of her, which was, you know,
I was here.
hostile work environment.
I mean, I've got ears, so she's interested in at least something about me. And Harry will move up to there.
All right, cool. So, I'll drop you out of combat for the moment.
Oh, lovely.
Okay, so
We did it. We won, guys. We cleared out the ruins around the shell.
Station see you next fortnight.
That seems very anticlimactic.
yes. Let's start with who are. There's still that wounded spearman. Or was he dead? What did he do last session?
That was last time.
Yeah.
The only person who isn't like a hero who's got injured this session was the archer, who is now being healed by Shiro.
Okay, cool. In that case, we don't need to back up. We can just keep going.
Well, I'm gonna play a blessing.
Oh,
Yes,
Oh.
a minor blessing.
Okay. Just play it to the middle somewhere. Okay, let me... make that big so I can read it. When searching the body of a fallen enemy, roll a d6. On the roll of a 4+,
nice.
you discover a random potion. But on the roll of a 1, you break 2 random potion vials and suffer from potion miscability effects.
nice. That's pretty good.
Roll that.
Okay.
Pretty good.
So you rolled a 2, you find nothing.
But nothing bad happened.
Yep. I just needed to reduce the number of cards in my hand.
Yeah.
This
no, that's fine.
reminded me, actually.
We know.
This reminded me. Thank you for reminding me. I meant to mention this before, but it slipped my mind. We need to go to major blessings. And I need to deal 1, 2. God, my dog stinks. Anyone want an old golden retriever who's blind and deaf and stupid?
Barks a lot. No,
He doesn't bark much at all. The one that barks
I said fart,
Oh.
not bark.
No, he doesn't actually fart a lot. He just smells. Okay, so this is for Zheng. A new major blessing.
Beautiful.
But when he does,
They're pretty rancid.
I know.
Yep, the one that barked a lot died about 18 months ago. All right, and he was the nice one. So, what are you guys doing?
Want to investigate that door?
Do we want to regroup or what's the?
Yeah, I think we should
Yeah,
probably do
definitely.
something like that.
Let's quickly explore the last bits of this cabin.
It's all, the ground is really firmly, densely packed, hard rock and earth. It looks like maybe a long time ago there was a lot of moisture down here. You can see what appears to be damp marks and water marks on the wall. Stop there, Hypatia. Go back.
Oh.
Nope. There. Nope. There.
Excellent. I've blown into combat. Good times.
I'd like a light source back here.
Nah.
Stop there. No, stop moving, Jing.
When he says stop moving, everyone stops moving.
Oh, everyone
Jane,
stops.
you
All
were,
right.
you were here when...
Yeah, I'll move back.
Because that's the sound of a trap exploding in someone's face.
One
Ah.
back here.
Which is a
Is
shame,
it?
because we have fine traps on. But, you
Okay,
know.
so let me put this on the map layer. Let me put this on the map layer.
Dang.
All right, so Zheng. A heavy spike log swings from the ceiling. It was otherwise obfuscated on large chains. Everyone hears this creaking of the chains as it falls. You take 7 piercing and bludgeoning damage as it thumps into you.
Ooh.
Crunch.
No way, man. That's heavy.
Hypatia.
That's a painful one.
Suddenly, you feel a rumbling sound, and then from above, all this loose debris and stonework starts falling. Crunch.
Okay.
Okay, so you can save versus Dragon Breath for half. You have a shield in hand. You get +2 to the saving throw, as you can use to batter it away from you.
Cool. All right. Sure. So drink half breath. Just see. So modifier +2.
Yep.
You succeed. You only take take 4 damage.
Which is reduced by 1 for your up DR.
It reduces his DR by 1.
I know.
So yes, he does. Yep.
Cool.
All right. So the rocks have all fallen to the ground. It seemed to be a lot worse at first than it otherwise was. You managed to avoid the majority of it. Zheng, that large log with all the spikes on it is now kind of swinging a bit. You're feeling a bit sore and otherwise worse for wear. But, you are now free to extricate yourself from what could otherwise have been very embarrassing.
Yes.
Hey, plan. Sure.
Stop meandering around.
Sean yells out, "I cast detect traps."
You're casting it as well?
No, I haven't cast it. I don't have it learnt.
Okay.
I was being a smartass to those guys.
Well, I'm gonna hold position until Shiro has a Wonderman in front of me.
Yeah, well, start collecting heads.
By the
Sure.
way, that log trap made me think of this. I know Aaron's seen it. I think Al's seen it. Grail's hopefully seen it.
No, but is that...
Alan Tudyk. Oh, yeah, I vaguely remember that. That's been a while.
Tucker
It's been a while.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, there is another trap just on the other side of that log.
Just over here. Ooh.
Yep.
So, Vash and I are just sitting in the dark here.
Okay.
As are these two up here, the spearmen.
And Harry.
And Harry, the halberdier.
Can Harry move up to where I am?
How about I move them over there?
Oh, I've got some form of light now because of Harry. Yay.
Wow.
He moved my crossbow, man, without my permission.
Cool. And if I move over to here, is there anything more down here?
Nope.
Okay, good. So I warn everybody of the trap, obviously.
There's a trap right there.
Is there a trap down here?
There is not.
Oh, good. Or on the door, obviously.
There is not.
Good.
Two questions for you, Vex. Do you want to name your crossbowman? And have you seen Aliens?
Can I ask the crossbow man for his real name?
His name should be Vasquez.
I will respect the man and use the name that was given by his mother.
Lumpy ears.
Boy.
What's his name?
Boy.
Boy, what? How do you spell that, sir?
That's what his mum used to call him. Hey, boy. Good boy.
Alright, I think I've had a pretty reasonable wander around now.
His name is Cyril.
Ooh.
Cyril figures.
Squirrel.
I mean, yeah, obviously.
Okay, so you've done a good reconnoiter around the place there, Shiro. It seems that there were 3 traps that you could find. 2 of them were set off by your party members.
Great. Cool.
If Sheng
Well,
had
such a
taken
good choice of the spell.
If Sheng had taken another step, he would have set off the 3rd one.
Oof. Alright.
Hey, Shiro, there's a door
Yes.
down here.
Yeah. I saw it.
Did you come and check it?
Yeah. It doesn't seem to be trapped that I can tell. But
Do we
if the
not-
trap's like on the other side of it, I can't see that.
Do we want to try going through?
So down this one?
Yeah.
Sure.
Can we wait a second?
Yes.
Good.
Can we get a mercenary to open the door?
No.
Oh,
I mean, wow. No. I mean, they are
That's a little
Zheng's
mean.
mercenaries. If he wants to use them that way, who are we to refuse?
Hey, they gotta earn their keep.
I like
Okay,
Harry.
okay.
Is there a lock on the door?
There appears to be no lock. It is a large, heavy-looking door, probably a good number of inches thick, made of very solid-looking hardwood.
Is anybody standing on a corpse?
Yes.
Could you step off them?
He's doing a count, I think.
I am doing a
A
count.
head count.
Just to pause for a minute. Oz, do you think we should get a thief in the party? I feel like a thief in the party could be useful.
So handy.
Is the door locked?
Can you search
Are
it
you
for traps?
checking?
I can. No one's asked me to yet.
Are you moving up to it?
Do you want me
Sure.
to? Do you want me to check?
Well, you asked
Yes.
if it was
Are
locked.
we all
Were
crowding
you
around the
asking
one
me?
door?
At the moment, the only person near the door appears to be Hypatia.
Yep.
Jaquan
Well, I'm
is
just-
behind, and then Vash.
I'm just getting off corpses because that's what was asked.
Thank you.
Is the word from supposed to be in there, or was I? No, I took it dark. I take it back.
What exactly do you want me to do? Is there a lock on it? Because I can try and unlock it then.
There appears
But-
to be no locking mechanism. There is a
Yeah.
large, heavy, not very ornate, but very functional door pull on it.
Like what? I don't want to. If it blows up, I don't want to be there because I don't have that much health.
Man, wish we had a skeleton we could have sent down there to open the door. Hey,
Okay, it looks like we've got a swordsman and an archer who should probably retreat to upstairs at least. Is anybody else going to? Oh, Shang, you look absolutely monstered. Shiro's going to like bandage some wounds. Not that that does anything, but you know.
I mean, we can just have them guard the stairway. Like that's. I think that's.
You guys have got some health potions
Unacceptable. Do we?
that you can drink in front of Sheng.
Sure, it doesn't have no.
I'm gonna heal me.
I have a minor heal potion that gives you 1 HP.
You know,
Yeah.
that is fantastic for making sure someone
Yes.
doesn't die.
I am well. I am well aware.
And that's what's been.
I mean, I've got a potion of healing
I
as
was
well.
going to use it on my archer friend if I'm sure I hadn't
Fair
healed
enough.
them.
Yep.
But yes. But yeah, I agree. If we send the injured archer and the injured swordsman, who's that one controlled by?
Me. So yeah, I'm happy for that. Happy for him to go back top side.
Right, I'll put
Where's
them
the
up here.
stairs? The stairs are over here.
That's
yeah.
right. I'll just put them up there and chuck them on the GM's layer.
I'm looking forward to when Lens is down. Someone's rifling through her pockets looking for anything that helps. Finds that 1 hit point potion and drinks it.
Linda has a lot of useful things.
They've both gone to the GM's like, okay. There There is a door that is not
I
quite...
I still have a cure paralysis potion that I'm sure will be very useful at some point.
Yeah.
What are these doors made out of?
Hardwood. They are not.
Yep.
They are not fuchsia. They are just dark, dirty brown.
Is it locked, Lenza? Is this door locked?
Okay, for the third time, there is no locking mechanism. There are just large, heavy, functional but not ornate door pulls. They appear to be made of heavy hardwood, probably a couple inches thick. Yes.
Is the door locked?
I just meant more.
It is now.
For traps. Have you searched the door?
At the moment, only Hypatia is up there.
Yeah, so I step back and say, Lenza, you want to check the door for traps or anything?
Sure, I can check the door for traps.
I will step back.
Back off? Yeah, cool. Okay, I will roll to check the door for traps.
Yeah, it's all bad.
I have to roll above my below my skill on it, don't I?
Yep,
so...
equal to or below on percentile.
Yeah, cool, awesome. So,
Now, this will only go bad if there's a munition in the door.
Yeah.
That somehow Lenza manages to throw backwards.
Please notice that Shiro and Caradwin are like hiding behind walls.
Mm-hmm.
Like, peeping out.
Cool. Well, I successfully search.
Ooh.
Cool. There is no trap upon the door.
Cool.
Nice.
I will then back off and let someone else open it.
Right, so... okay then, so...
Shut up.
I'm going to open it. Decline, you want to sort of head a step behind me and then you can stab anything unpleasant which decides to come through the door?
As Vash goes to step past me, I say, I'd suggest you stand behind me.
Okay.
Okay.
You've convinced me.
Okay, so Hypatia. And where are you standing, Jaquan?
There?
There, okay. And Vash is standing there, so the three of you can each roll a d6 for me, please.
Is it against anything in particular or just a D6?
Nice.
It's a surprise. A 1, 2, if you're wearing a helmet. Vex, so Vash is not surprised, but Hypatia and Jaquan are.
Yep.
Oh, hello there.
Lovely.
Are those tentacles?
Yes.
This is
that
an
a
old.
piece of Androshell?
This is an old friend of ours.
Hey!
Is that a big happy smile it's wearing?
Yeah, why not?
As if it's going to eat us.
I move forward to take a little look.
No, not you don't.
So it's combat.
Illegal.
That's okay. You can. Yeah.
Oh, good times.
Oh, it is
Ah.
content for beast.
Yep. All right.
And
Yeah.
Craig missed it.
I think Craig was here for the last time we had this thing, right?
How badly did it go last time?
Pretty bad. We used a musician on it.
It is apparently chained to the wall on either side. It can't move very far. Unfortunately for you, Hypatia, it doesn't need to, as it reaches out at you with two big, fat, heavy-looking tentacles.
Son of a glitch.
Armor class 0. Second tentacle.
A miss.
Is armor class -3.
Son of a bitch.
That one will get you.
For 5 damage, -1 for DR. I haven't put that on there because it's blunt. So that's 4 points of damage. You can make a strength or a dex check, your choice. Minus,
I might go strength.
minus the damage that it inflicted, so -4 on your strength effectively. So
Ugh.
it's +4 on the die roll.
+4 on the die roll. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You need to roll a 14 or less.
Yep.
You got this out.
Right.
Is anyone providing bonus with cards?
Nope. You're too far away and I don't want to.
Jaquan can. Other
Let
people can
me
use
have a
major
look.
blessings. The only one that you can get in with is a major blessing, except for Jaquan. Okay, then you're
Yeah. All right. No, I said it too late.
you have been
Yep.
grabbed. All right. it is also going to stab down at you with a hooked-like appendage. Crunch off your armor, and it snaps at you with its bite.
God damn it.
Missing.
So, about that.
But you are grabbed.
That's inconvenient.
All right.
Hugs for everyone.
New round. Jaquan, you come out of your stunned momentarily. What are you going to do? Hypatia is grabbed and is being drawn inexorably towards its mouth.
What sort of reach did it appear to have on them tentacles?
It only needed 5 feet. But they are long.
Yeah. I hate double bane. I step to here and try and sever the tentacles to save
Make an attack roll. That's a crit.
I'm guessing that hits. It's a big thing.
Yep, so that hits. It is 21.
Of course I critted.
21 damage. Oh, sorry, no.
Oh, again!
Yeah, that's the plan.
Wait.
Right.
Hypatia.
Right, you can make a save to take half a point of damage.
Which rounds up to 1.
Which does 1, so not much point in that.
Hey, but he can critically fail the save. Take 2 points, and this is Al, so probably.
Oh, right.
Second attack.
Yep.
Very good stuff.
That will kill it. At which point, make a save of his Dragon Breath, Al.
Oh, this time you can make a difference. Come on!
Alright, versus breath attacks. Do I need to...
Was the 14, I think.
What is it with you and crits?
They're pretty good. That's why you take the full damage too.
This is what I do.
What's really bad though isn't the damage you took, it's the fact that the nice sheen on your armor is now kind of popped as the blood spattered.
That just makes it look more authentic.
Side note, as you collapse on the ground at my feet as it drops you, I whisper to you, I like to think of you as a sentient magic shield that I wield. I just want you to know that.
I sort of whisper back, it's kind of my job, but don't take it for granted.
Sure.
God, that hurts.
There's
Never.
some kind of fracas going on.
Sorry?
There's a fight. You're up.
I'm up. Yep, okay, well, Sean's going to move to there and cast Silence. And his minion is going to move to there. Actually, can he move to there? And he's going to cast Angry Crossbow Bolt at this guy.
Okay, he has -2 to hit. -3 actually, because that tentacle piece is really big.
Harry's guarding the rear.
Okay, so what'd you say? It was
-3.
Heavy crossbow range is close, wasn't it?
Yep, 80 feet is close.
-3.
What are you firing at?
There's a goblin down there.
All the stuff behind the tentacle monster.
Does a point of damage to himself.
Yep, does a point of damage to himself as the crossbow quarrel gets shot directly into the wall in front of him and splinters, spraying his face with shrapnel. It will be Caradwin up next.
Alright. Caradwin is going to... she was going to cast a spell, but I don't think I'm in range. She's going to move to there. And that's her turn.
Ooh. It will be Lenza.
Okay, well. let's see if I can move down to get a better view, but not really. I guess I'll just move there and shoot at this guy. Okay, there's only like what? 2 people in my way.
And
yay!
And a really, really big body of a creature.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yes.
So, and the goblin is small, so -3.
That's right. Cool.
Oh,
well, awesome. Well, it would have been great if it hit. But
You also take a point of damage as
lovely.
the crossbowman behind you, who is staggering from his quarrel exploding his face, whacks you in the back of the head with his actual crossbow.
Dang.
And my archer dude will, I guess. Where's the best spot actually? Is that one? That one isn't too bad. And better
Natural
than
20.
there, better than there. So yeah, so -3/2 for him, I assume.
What was that, sorry?
-3.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, that's not a bad roll.
All right, that will hit.
Nice.
Oh, actually, no, it won't. His armor class is 4.
Damn.
Ooh. My apologies for getting your hopes up.
Well, at least he didn't hit himself. That's good.
Okay. Well, this hurts. I sort of say, is anyone going to be healing? That'd be really good about now.
Nobody has healing. Fall back.
Excellent. Have fun, guys.
Yeah,
Retreat.
feel free to just not
Actually,
die.
I'm actually going to basically just I'm going to take cover behind this corpse.
You're ducking down. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
going to
taking
duck,
the
and I'm
dodge.
going to put I'm going to put my sword and pull out a pistol.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
Advance to the rear, eh?
Okay, there's a lot of bad guys down here. And that's Shiro's go, but this guy's also going to move up. Oops. 5. Clogging this doorway.
I mean, put in Discord Grail.
Sure. Vash. I didn't open Discord, I opened Microsoft Teams.
You're going to charge straight in again, just past everybody?
Let me close Microsoft Teams. That
I
sucks.
cannot see anything, and
Oh,
you think I care for that
think
tentacle
I will
beast?
just move forward.
You know what I mean.
That tentacle beast is... Oh my god. You guys are making this far too easy. No. Alright. Okay, that's fine. So,
Better.
let's do the action that began last round from... which I didn't tell you guys about, but it happened. Because these guys knew you were coming because you were making a god awful amount of noise talking outside, and then you open the door and stuff happened. So this is against Sean, who can be seen casting a spell. This he spell is going off right now because he cast it last round. You only take 2 points of damage from a magic missile.
I assume that wrecks my spell.
depends what level your spell was.
Yeah.
Level 2.
Then yes. If it was level 1, no.
So, yeah.
Ooh.
I think that's how it works, isn't it?
Hang on a second. It's based upon the... where do I go? Here. It's been so long since this is actually cropped up because I don't normally have spellcasters. And you guys are always able to avoid getting hit. Okay. If the damage is greater than the caster level minus the spell level, your caster level is 5, your spell level is 2, so the damage had to be 3 or higher.
Oh, then you made it.
The
Nice.
spell goes off.
Wait.
Hang on,
Unless someone else throws something at me.
hang on. No, that was the only one. But No, that was the only spell. So these guys are going to go though. You hear someone inside yell, "Attack the spellcaster!" But that's for use your crime. Because you can hear Goblin. You can understand Goblin.
Indeed, I can.
One would hope they have a penalty to attack equivalent to ours.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
no way is it equivalent to yours. It is far worse.
Yeah, like how many people he's shooting through? Look, the bad news about this is they're not, if they don't hit they're gonna hit someone.
Yeah, but hopefully it's just like plinking off all that armor. There's like 2 full-plated people in the front.
It's like pinball. It's going to like ding 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 ding, and hit Sean for 20 damage.
Ah, yes. Good old Krillian ricochet arrow, moonfire ricochet arrow.
Straight into Hypatia's shield.
So that one was this guy here threw a dart, trying to do like the 180 longball and missed. All right. I thought about completely screwing you guys over, but no. It's fine. It's fine. All right, your spell goes off. What are you doing with it?
Targeting the shaman with a silent spell.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So he gets a saving throw versus it. If
He does.
If he fails, it hits him. If he doesn't fail, or if he succeeds, it affects the ground below him instead.
Correct.
All right. So let me go to select him and make a saving throw. He is affected by the silent spell. 15 feet radius. Let me put an aura around him. And it's a sad aura.
It is. It's fantastic.
You guys can't see that. So if I was to go in...
It's good to see that the age-old tradition of rocket tag still applies even in Labyrinth, Lord.
Now he'll just be giving the double finger salute every turn.
Okay. Sean, you're up first this round.
Well, there's not much I can do with all these bodies in front of me.
Just shoot arrows at them, even if they hit. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, does it look like it's going to be... I'll just shoot an arrow. No, I'll cast Hold Person.
Okay.
Spell.
And then it will be Caradwin. Moving across the squares occupied by the tentacle beast, if anyone deigns to do so, will be determined to be double movement.
It's a little difficult.
It is large, it is slimy.
It's also bleeding acid blood everywhere.
Yep.
Well, Caradwin's going to also cast a spell.
What spell is Caradwin casting?
Sleep.
Oh, which party member is she targeting?
We'll see.
Sean? Sean, isn't it?
No, she's going to cast it on Hypatia because she thinks Hypatia needs a good rest.
I mean, I could.
Speaking of sleep,
the good time.
What is Zeng doing? Where is he, by the way?
Did I miss Zeng? I did miss Zeng.
I think it did.
Where is he?
I am
can't
at
see.
the back.
Oh, I missed your turn, so you can take a double turn.
I can. Sorry, what was that?
I missed your turn last turn, so you can take a turn now, and then you can take another turn after.
Not much to do.
Pull your way
I've
through.
got
It's fine.
Yeah, I've actually got a potion of healing, so
You can have taken that last turn if you wished.
okay. Can I move and then drink it? I kind of want to.
You got to get it out, which is an action unto itself.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll just whip it out. Take a sip.
So that uses the whole potion. So potion of healing will heal you 1d6 plus 1.
1d6. What was it again? Hey,
Nice.
So 6.
6 health. Almost got back all the log damage.
You can now remove it from your character sheet. Okay, so we'll assume that taking it out of your satchel last turn was your action. Removing the stopper and drinking it this turn was your action. All right. So, Lenza, what are you doing?
How many people am I shooting through now?
You can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and a beast.
A beast, yeah. Okay, cool. It seems not ideal. So, in that case, I will probably just hang around at the back and maybe try to get out of line of sight just in case anything wants to hit people. You like that?
Right, Paisha is up.
And then I'll move my archer back here too. Paisha?
I don't really want to move because I don't really want to get shot by Joes.
Well, good thing you got a pistol.
Yep. So I guess I could. Let's kind of see it go out there. Yeah, I can't actually. Cool. Well, the only one I can see is that one. I'm guessing I'll take a pot shot at him. Though I am guessing how much penalty do I have shooting through tentatively bulb face there.
Since you're up against it, -1.
Okay.
But you are at close range with it.
Alright, so no mod. Excellent. I should really set up a macro with this. I'll get to that. First things, so I'll just roll.
Everyone, fingers in your ears. A firearm is about to be discharged in a very confined space.
Yep.
That's a pretty good shot.
Yeah. Let's actually check my thing for that. That's
going to hit him. His armor class is 4. Your THAC0 is minimum 17.
That would hit it. So AC 3, I believe.
Yep. And
cool.
It gets +1 versus armor anyway, so you've hit. It's +2
okay.
damage for being close range. It's 2d4 exploding +2.
Cool. Let's see if that works. Wow, that was minimum damage. Lame. So I hit him.
Yep. Not -R, -4. All right.
Huh?
I said not -R. I typed -R instead of -4.
Ah.
All right. Bang. The ringing, the tinnitus. Sure. Are you doing anything with your NPC, by the way, Hypatia? Or has yours left the building?
Mine left the building.
Okay, so sure.
My minion's going to dodge, and Shiro is going to piff a slingstone. This guy, I'm going to guess, is in range.
So that'll be -3 to hit.
Perfect. Yep. So that's a AC of 2 for 4 damage. Or AC 1, actually, because he's armor.
Yep.
4 damage.
It hits. He's still kicking.
Cool. There's now a light source there.
Cool. Let me.
Embedded in his eyeball.
No, it probably just bounces onto the ground. But yeah, let's get rid of that tentacle and put a continual, not a continual darkness, a continual light.
Suddenly we can't see anything.
Okay.
Worth like 30 gold or something. Just throwing it away.
Bash.
Luckily, you can pick them up again.
Yep.
I will attempt to climb over or onto the tentacle beast.
Yep, you can do so. This just costs you double the movement for each square, so each square is 10 feet or 20 feet for extra diagonal.
So let me see. That's 10. It's 30. Yeah, I guess that
would be 30
all I
feet.
can move.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, I can take a swing at that dude. Hello there. I didn't see him before.
You could, but you've moved too far to do so.
Oh.
Right, it is Jaquan's go.
I will move to there and prepare to cross the beast next turn.
Bad guys. Bad guys, bad guys. This guy
What you
here,
gonna do?
this guy down here, is clear that he is like quite
Miffed.
Annoyed.
Yeah. quite depressed with the whole scenario.
I wonder what could have possibly caused that.
This guy's going to step in and he's going to swing.
Sorry, and Harry moves to there.
Armor class 0 for 5 points of damage against you.
Oh,
That hurts.
yeah.
Against Vash. Oh.
This guy is going to walk around the corner and is likewise going to swing at you. Oh, I should have actually done. Don't
My
worry.
spell? Oh
They
no,
should-
wait, my spell goes afterwards. Never mind.
They're yeah, they should be getting bonus to damage as well, but I forgot to add it, so ignore that. So 8 damage. They should be getting +3 damage as well.
Whoa.
I'm armor class 2, so I'm
And you know,
fine.
I actually forgot to do that for the tentacle beast as well.
Oh.
So
So
yes,
something-
it misses you. Actually, you're right. This guy here is going to piff a dart at you, standing atop that beast.
Ah.
Right, the dart goes wide.
I'm sorry, Canto.
That's okay. I
Oh, no.
understand.
Wait. Look at this guy.
Oh, he's running away. So
So this thing in the middle here appears to be slightly raised, but not very much so. Might be brass or bronze burnished, set into the stone.
Ooh. Did that thing like crawl out of it?
Nope,
No. Oh, he just.
Was already
he's on the
there.
other side of the room.
Okay.
goes on the other side of the room.
Good. Good. That's like a.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
If that's like a Doom engine that builds them, this is bad.
Yep.
Alright, and okay. It will be Caradwin's turn.
Does my spell go off?
There's a
Hold
shaman
person.
right there.
Him, and him.
Okay, so do you want to change your things? You know, hold person will not affect the undead.
Oh, okay. Well, these three then.
So roll to see how you're at 3. Cool. Let's go for it. First
Only
guy.
because the shaman hid from me, the bastard, just out of sight.
Oh, okay. So
But he wants to hold them so bad.
this is the guy directly to the south of Vash.
Mm-hmm.
He fails. Let me. Check something first. Cool. Alright. That's all good. Okay, this next guy, who's also next to Vash. He succeeds. And the guy who's been piffing darts fails. 2 of them have been held.
Very good.
Cool.
Bad.
Okay, so Caradwin's up.
Oh, Caradwin cast Sleep.
Yep, that's right.
So
Who's she targeting?
it doesn't
That's right. But she
say
has to,
target. It's just people within 220.
she has to be able to see them though.
Yes. Sorry. So creatures within it will affect 2d8 hit dice of creatures, and then affect the ones with the lowest first.
Yep. So roll 2d8.
Yep. I just keep closing my window for some reason. There we go.
Is there an innocent bystander she can target
9.
nearby?
All right.
So if you want to know who I can see this guy, this guy. Wait, am I clicking on stuff? Yes, good. This guy, and this guy.
So the 3 that just got targeted by.
Look, I can't do anything about what other people did. I can only, unfortunately, they probably have the lowest hit dice as well. So
Cool. So you can. Okay. So 9 hit die. That's fine. You will target this guy, and he is now. You lie back down, Thorin. Stop moving all over the place. Oh, for God's sake, this stupid computer. All right. So I'll put snails on them for being asleep.
woo! Hey, upside, that guy wasn't frozen.
True.
And one other thing, I have a second token on the board down here.
Do you?
Which I assume is not meant to be there. That's my new token, though.
What? That's really annoying. Why do you have a second token on the board?
I mean, oh.
So you've been seeing stuff down there all the time?
I mean, I only noticed because I scrolled down to see what I could see with the character spell and was like, hey, I can see this.
Cool.
Interesting.
All right. So I know why that token was there. I still haven't attached it to your character sheet yet. Actually, no, it is attached to your character sheet, but I haven't placed it on the maps because when I was checking some stuff, I wanted to use a character that I knew had dark vision. So I chucked him on there. Clearly, I forgot to delete him after I was messing around with stuff. Okay. That is... Okay, Caradwin's turn now, because that was at the end of the last turn.
Wait, Caradwin will do her favorite thing. She's going to walk over to... Wait, it's 2 movement for each one of these squares, isn't it?
Yes.
Cool. She's going to step to there, and she's going to coup de grace this held guy.
Okay.
I'm playing her in character.
No, you're not, because Craig doesn't coup de grace. He just attacks.
Oh,
he just brutally stabs and stabs and
it's
stabs
true.
and stabs.
He does it inefficiently. Dang. No, I'm thinking with coup de grace. I'm going to play him slightly.
Lenza.
Cool. Yeah, not too much. I think it looks like they got it pretty well handled. So I'm just going to ready in action to shoot. If anything comes from the opposite direction,
All right, Shane.
you know, for anywhere around here. Same with my other archer, just in case.
Zheng is up.
Okay. I would like to walk forward and peg the empty potion bottle at someone. Is that allowed?
Where are you? Can you ping this?
I'm at the back still.
Can you ping the
Not
square you're in?
seen you.
So, okay.
Yeah, he's under the archer.
Yes, you're occupying a square that someone else is occupying. Cool.
Oh.
So feel free to move forward.
Alright, I'm up here now.
Mhm.
And I would like to throw the glass bottle at this dude.
Okay, so you are utilizing an improvised light weapon. So
Yes.
awesome. This is the first time anyone's used an improvised weapon in the whole campaign.
Yep.
Alright, so as it is an improvised weapon, you can have a look at the ranges for improvised weapon. If we go to mechanics, where are we? Mechanics. Weapon ranges.
And this is why no one uses improvised weapons.
Light range is 10, 20, and 30. Okay.
So it's going to be a long range, I'm guessing.
So, you do realise how big a potion is. Actually, I should mention this now before you decide to throw it. So you're looking at potions probably as what you see in video games. A potion is about an ounce worth of liquid. It is a phial. It is a tiny little bottle. About no
It's
bigger,
a shot. It's a healing shot.
No bigger than
They
your
were
thumb.
born this millennium.
I know. Because if you were drinking potions that were as big as they show you in a video game, you'd still be chugging it.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't want to drink more than one or two, otherwise halfway through the adventure you'd be like, oh, where's the little boys or girls' room?
No.
But if you still wish to piff this, that's fine, we can do that.
Yeah, why not? I'll just piss one of the goblins off.
Yeah.
This one looks like he's got the sad face on him, so I'm going to throw it at him.
Yep,
Okay.
I like it.
So it's -1 to hit in addition because it's improvised. So you've got -2 for the intervening bodies between you and it, -1 for it being long range, -1 for being an improvised weapon. So you have a total of -4 to hit this guy with this potion bottle.
He's frozen, so you get +4.
No, he's throwing it at this guy. Oh yeah, but no. Yes, you do. Yep, go for it.
What should I type?
Just
roll a d20.
Just roll a d20.
Just roll a d20, that's where.
Because the penalties offset the negatives, or the bonuses. You miss.
Ooh.
You throw the bottle over to here.
Glad it wasn't a munition. Boys, we've got another one.
It's so much fun.
Yeah, group call.
It creates
You've got to
interesting
decide.
role-playing material.
Okay, so Hypatia, you are up.
Cool. I'm going to put the other one back. Put my pistol in the belt and pull the other one out. And is someone occupying that square? No, the people occupying those two squares, aren't there?
Mm-hmm.
Could you
There
move
is someone there.
base to the back of the player token screen?
Yeah.
What was that, sorry?
Code wins
Oh,
underneath.
the beast is on top of you, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
2 people are under
Right
the
click him
beast.
to
Yeah.
back.
Yep, that's right. I'll just put it on the map player. Is that better?
Yes.
Yes.
Nice. Okay, I will sort of. I'll just sort of move to here.
Okay.
You all suck.
And do some reloading.
No,
he drew his other pistol.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the pistol.
Yep. Reloading's next turn.
Sure.
Why reload when you can fire again?
Shiro.
Mhm.
Shiro is going to step up to here and 1, 2, 3, 4. And I can see stuff that Kerrigan can see, not what I can see. Is it Control L to look just from my token?
That's what the DM can do. I think
Oh no, I can do it too.
I
Okay,
can do
good.
it too? Cool. Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know you could do it. Let's play with
Um,
multiple tokens. Good to know.
That's okay. It's good because I can't see this guy. So, sure, it's just going to throw a sling bullet at this frozen guy and just finish him off.
Go for it.
Take that.
That is a miss.
That hits AC 4.
Oh, you didn't include the bonus? Then that is a hit.
3 damage. Bling.
Oakley dokley. It will then be Vash.
So, what are these guys called again?
Dread Warriors.
Dread Warriors.
They are like maybe about 6 foot of kind of undead sinewy muscle carrying large rusty swords that looks like they've got almost a pseudo polearm hilt.
They used to be bread warriors, but they discovered they were celiac.
I'm thinking, Can I ready an attack? Because I do not want to step out there yet.
Yes, you can.
And I'll just move my crossbow man up just a little bit. We'll hug the wall.
Cool. Jaquan, you're up.
I can't get across the body of the beast in one turn. And I've been blocked. So
You can transfer this guy. He's right here.
You could just,
can I poke around the corner to
You
him?
could. Not really. You could fork.
Yeah.
You could fork Caradon and flip her over your shoulder.
Oh, I am tempted. Instead, I'm going to
just pretend she's a
pat
bale of hay
Caradon on the
and that's a
back
pitchfork.
and be like, yeah, looks like the rest of you want to handle this. Have fun.
Cool.
And
then
I'm going to have a swig from my hit flask. No. Harry hasn't gone.
Okay.
Harry's like, boss, what shall I do? You got it, Harry. Excellent.
Okay, Harry's hanging at the back.
And then it will be Sean.
I'll be back in a minute.
So it's your turn, Sean, just in time. You said you're back.
I can't hear you.
Just in time, because I had mute on. Okay, well, Sean's going to move. What's that? 20 feet to there. So the Dread Warrior's undead, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I'll try turning undead then.
Go for it.
Ooh, that's like level 3.
Hit dice. You fail. They do not seem to care. But they do care enough to move in on their turn. But they're not.
Arch.
Yep.
Arch is going to move up and have a shot at this guy. At a minus shit ton, I imagine.
Which guys are you taking shot at?
Can you see my arrow? No, you can't. That guy.
Through the wall.
That's not through a wall. Oh, is that the wall coming out here, does it?
Yep. Wall's here.
Okay. Well, instead of shooting, he will move another 5 feet so he can actually get a clear shot next round.
Okay. So, let's see what this guy can see, because his spell is going off. Not much, but he's making his stepping out to there so he can see as part of his move. Now this is what's happening.
Oh, there's another one.
Barsh takes 3 damage. Pew!
Ow.
Ooh, magical missiles.
Barsh, this guy's stepping up here. You get your attack against him. You're in trouble, Barsh.
Yeah, I might run away after this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had a readied action. He is moving into your readied action zone. Take your attack.
Yep.
Oh, how did that happen?
Sorry, I was moving my character, so I want to see how damaged.
Yeah, but you went through the dynamic lighting.
Yeah, that was weird.
That's pretty moist.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Indeed, it is. He's still alive.
Well, he's still shambling around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so he is going to attack you. Oops. Hang on, how many hit points are you on?
17.
That's okay. We can sack cards to protect you, maybe.
Right.
We don't even need to. It's okay. I mean, there's another one coming for you, but hey.
Fine, keep reading attacks. She'll be right.
Wow. They had +3 to hit and +3 damage each, and they both failed to hit.
Oh, natural 4s, if I'm reading that correctly.
Yep. Your armor class is 2, so they only had to roll an 8 or above to hit you. And they failed. Disappointing for them.
They are being very nice.
I thought you were in a lot of trouble then, Vash. A lot of trouble. Alright, so let me.
There's always the next turn.
Yep,
Run away!
let me go and do
Quickly drink a potion.
something.
Are you looking up coup de grace?
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm looking up something different. Okay. This was coming off as well. No. Okay.
Ominous.
This should have happened at the beginning of this round. Well, it's not at the beginning of this round, sorry. After your actions, before they are bad guys' actions. GM's layer, come on. They're not on the GM layer, are they on the map layer? They're not, they must be on the token layer. They are. These things. These things appeared. And they get to act this turn because they were summoned last turn.
Oh, I do not like.
I didn't see anything, but it's probably bad. Been around the corner.
There's a lot of flies. And they are turning towards us.
Fucking swamp.
Towards you, standing at the front.
My dog is right next to me, breathing heavy. I think he wants to go outside. Come on. They are turning. So I'm just going to move them in a second. So these guys will move over the body of this guy.
Ooh.
It's going to attack Vash.
How big are these flies, by the way?
About the size of a large hound.
Oh.
Big fly.
So
Holy
approximately
fuck.
exactly as big as the one that attacked us above.
Pretty much.
Okay, that's actually better because if it was a swarm, we'd be in bit of a bother.
Yep, it misses with its pincers, but then tries to bite you. Armor class 1, 4 damage.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, there we go.
And it's going to... who's it going to attack? Let's roll dice. Odds, it'll attack Caradon. I almost cheated then by rolling an odd number, an odd dice, D3. It's going to attack Vash.
Don't make me
It's
change
not my
my
lucky day.
name.
No.
So the pincer, armor class 5, will miss, but armor class -1 will hit, doing 1 point of damage.
How many HP do you have, Vash?
6 now.
I now have 2.
And then it will try and bite you.
Hey,
Missing.
time to do the withdraw action.
These things are going to buzz around. All right. That is the bad guy's
What a
turn.
choke point.
All right.
What the choke point?
I'm going
Is that the
to
end of the round?
temporarily. It is the end of the round. Your spell will go off. Yeah. Did someone cast a spell as well? No, they didn't. All right. So I'm just going to quickly chuck you guys back here for the moment. I'm going to have to take my dog outside before some shenanigans occur. Let's see if the graveyard that we are built upon here decides to knock my internet out as I walk past my modem.
On BRB.
It does that occasionally.
Good luck.
I'll be back shortly,
Good luck.
hopefully.
Oh, this is going well.
Uh-huh.
If you just keep critting everything you hit, Kruber, that'd be great.
Double baned. Double baned. Also, as you should enjoy that meme I posted almost second most recently.
Oh.
But seriously,
Oh,
if
yeah.
now's the time for you to be doing your crits, because double baned is still crits will still work.
Mm-hmm.
Feel like you're all hassle, Kruber, but at the moment it's like, yeah, now we acknowledge we're all garbage people and we need you.
Alright. Kruber's like, God has given so generously in, like, the crit department that the personality just sort of had to counterbalance.
Ah, harsh.
I mean, to be fair, could you imagine if we suffered 2 of those swarms because there was another shaman who was out there casting spells?
Mm.
Look, the good news is Lenza would have been alright.
Are you sure you can run faster than they can?
Then they can fly.
Mm.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Oh, welcome back.
What I'm hearing is this.
Gonna have my escape route.
Do you have any idea how insufferable I'm going to be if I do pull out a save for you all?
Mm-hmm.
Clearly,
well,
that would have to be a
fine.
meme of the Winter SARS.
Pretty fair. Kruber is kind of like Tex.
Alright. So, Lenza is up this round. And I'm just eating a caramel drumstick.
Lovely. Okay, so there's a lot more targets suddenly all of a sudden, so let's actually try and do something about this.
Do you have ammunition?
No, unfortunately.
Aww.
We'll both move forward, and I guess we'll try and target some of the bugs that are buzzing around. So, yeah, so I'll go for this one. I guess we'll both... Well, yeah, we'll see how we go. I'll go for this one first.
Sorry, I forgot to do something last turn. Keep going. It's not going to affect you. Cause
It's not going to affect me? Good.
No, because the silence guy is.
Doing things. Cool. How much of a penalty do I have? I have... How many people am I hitting through? 1... Only 3?
Yeah.
Plus
So
the...
It's flying.
minus 2, because these things are kind of flying up a bit high.
Yep. Cool. Wow, okay. Jeez. Going well.
Can some monsters be dispelled?
Probably by killing the guy.
Good question.
Some of
isn't
them.
Cool, okay, okay, so I'm just not doing too well. But that's okay.
It will be Zheng up next.
Right. I'm gonna swing at this fly.
You have a reach weapon?
I've got a Guandel, which I believe counts as a long reach weapon.
Nice.
So. Do I need to do a minus 1 for hit because I'm
Yep.
Sweet. Oh.
If you roll a 1, you kill Caradwin.
Quick, I'm on a roll already. Oh, okay.
Right.
In that case, I need to play a major blessing so I can change that dice roll.
Do a 1.
Alright, that hits the fly.
Wow.
Are they armored?
They are not.
Yay. Let's do damage.
Hey, unprecedented success today.
There's not much of a precedent.
So
I'll get to find out if they have more than 8 HP.
that does not invalidate his statement.
No, it does not.
He is
Hypatia is up.
technically correct.
Yeah.
The best kind.
Hypatia, you are up.
Wait, sorry,
Cool.
did he survive? The
Yes, he
bug?
did.
Oh, okay.
There's not a lot I can do back here. I
Move
will.
away.
You can abandon the party.
Yeah, get out.
Make sure someone lives.
Cool. Is
Like
that door
Caribou,
behind me
is that
open?
mine?
Which door? No, it's not.
I try and open it.
Why?
Okay, fine. I don't open it.
No, he's
Oh!
opened it.
I'm gonna just move
Yeah.
back here. Screw that.
No, Al.
No, you
Yeah,
opened
That's
it.
not how it works.
That's fine. We made shit interesting. We've opened a door. That's fine. I'm good with it. This is how good stories are made.
Cool. That's how I die.
I-
Fine,
not
whatever.
just
Open the.
you, Al.
Isn't
not
that
just
the door with
you.
all the traps?
Yeah, he's okay.
There's not a trap, hopefully. Maybe there's another beast of Androshell, though. Oh, okay, it's just that door.
Yes, that's that door. So I said it's okay.
Alright, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm basically gonna
That's
move back
difficult.
here and
It's difficult
start
to aim.
reloading.
Yep.
Very good.
Cool. It will be Shiro.
Shiro is going to cast a spell.
So remember, reloading you cannot move, so your reload doesn't start until next turn.
Okay, no worries. I shall definitely
What's-
hunker down then.
What spell is Shiro casting?
Hold person.
Vash.
Oh, and also this guy moves. Sorry. Na-na-na-na-na. Have you still got your torch, buddy?
Who?
Shane?
I
Is
don't
it,
know anymore.
on the ground since you're using like a pole arm?
Yeah, probably is.
All right, cool. I just
Yeah,
want
the
to know that there's a
torch.
torch there. That's
Yeah.
cool. Very interesting. He has this weird looking spear thing. Just saying.
That's right.
He sure does, and he's gonna try using it. Run!
Oh yeah. I've got him over here.
Okay, so he's going to reach down for the torch to utilize the flame lance. Is he?
Try like the flame lance.
Cool.
Finally! But how long have we been carrying that thing for?
A long time.
Not
Yep.
long enough.
All right. So Jaquan. Sorry, no. It's Vash. Sorry.
I'm running away as planned.
Withdraw action.
All right. So
So that's 10. Yeah, more than enough.
Yeah, you just basically move up. Yeah.
We are recovering. I will actually make my crossbowman go all the way around.
To cover
Won't be able to shoot past all those people.
mhm.
Actually, how far was that? Give me one more.
2 squares so far.
Yep. You guys will do fine. I did my job.
Yeah. We'll just leave that passage unblocked in case a fly wants to fly up to you.
So Jaquan.
Jaquan!
In honor of Al, I think I'll get out this puzzle box. There's a picture of it in the Discord for you, Grail, to play with. That seems like a good idea.
Come on, Kruber, get in there. Show us how it's done.
Ruba steps off to here, and a fly goes by.
Hopefully. Isn't that the one that got here before?
Yep.
Kill it. Finish it off. Yeah.
Yeah.
It had 1 hit point left.
Nice.
And the next fly in the line.
It will disappear. Dunk.
No.
Okay, and then it will be Sean.
Okay. Well,
This guy should be dead, but whatever.
Hmm?
Yeah,
Nothing.
I just didn't put an
That
X on it.
goblin, yeah.
Okay.
Sean's gonna try turning on. Yeah, why not? Try turning undead on these things. I
Go
might
for
get
it.
lucky. So what's the 6 is going to be?
4 hit. You can turn up to hit 4 hit die. They seem to be unfazed.
Unfazed. I thought they might. Oh well.
Carry
And the
them.
arch.
Yep,
The
so
arch.
do your archers, go for it.
Archer's going to shoot the shaman.
Where's the archer?
I shot the sheriff.
Where's the
This
archer?
blue guy. Yeah.
Crossbowman. Okay. So that's going to be -4. Let's just say there's a whole bunch of things between him, a wall,
Yep.
the tentacle beast, your characters standing on top of the tentacle beast, flies all buzzing around.
He is,
Come on,
he
natural
is,
20.
he is
Show us how it's
blessed.
done.
He is blessed, though.
Nice.
Mhm.
Hashtag.
Okay. Oh, God. What is it with this bloody...
That
Does
is a
anyone...
miss.
Does anyone else find the little flags with the roll sometimes don't disappear and then block you from seeing anything?
Mm.
Don't know what you're
Not
talking
that
about.
I've noticed.
Alright, so that is Caradwin's turn, is it?
Yeah. Caradwin hasn't gone.
Mhm.
Caradwin is going to step back to here and cast a spell, Sleep.
Okay. Cool. You think I've turned up the challenge rating so far, do you, Den?
Oh, I know it goes to 11.
Yeah. I could have been a right roll arsehole. But I decided that I would play it how it should have been played instead of, hunting your heads. That's right. Let's hunt your heads.
Yeah.
Let's go for some tokens. This fly here is going to attack Jaquan. Pincer McPincerface. But first, no, Pincer McPincerface. No, was there a spell being cast? I didn't think there was there?
A couple of spells.
No, their
Where's my
spells.
character?
Your spells go after their turn.
Right. Yep.
This is against Jaquan with the pincer. That's a miss. And a bite. Also a miss. This guy here is going to move up and pincer at Jaquan, which will be a miss, and a bite, which will also be a miss. This guy here is going to cast a spell.
I really hope Jaquan doesn't die, because the rest of the party's going to die the following session.
Let's just indicate that he's casting a spell.
He's casting a spell. All right.
This guy here, he's going to try and attack Jaquan. Oh, he also regenerates.
No. Kill that guy, Jaquan.
He's going to have an attack against Jaquan. -1 for going through the fly. Oh, I didn't add the +2 bonus, the +3 bonus for his. So he hits armor class -8. Does so? I didn't add his bonus to damage. He does 11 damage.
At least it's reduced to 9. Gee.
Sorry, 9 damage because I did add 2. No, it's 9 damage. 9 damage. 9 damage. The other guy is going to step up. And he's going to attack. Armor class -3 for 7 more damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. how much? 7 damage. So, what is my DR?
2.
Yeah, I was going to say I did do that just before.
Yeah, that's a definite. We need to retreat.
Yeah.
Start running, Hypatia.
Alright, and this is going to be another spell being cast.
Yeah, this is bad.
Oh, who's casting another spell? Somebody.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I imagine that other shaman got
Spoilers.
Okay.
Support?
That's
So,
the one we've got to kill.
At the 2-hour 10 mark in the video, you can see what spell he's casting if you stick around. Zheng,
Okay.
let that be warning to you.
Oh, wait. If that was the end of the round,
Oh, yes, your
spells
spell
go
got
off.
off. Yep.
Okay, well, there was a sleep cast by Caradron.
Yep.
So that's 2d8. Targeting 10 hit dice, lowest hit dice first.
Mhm.
She can see these 4 bugs up the top in a row.
Mhm.
This bug down here.
Mhm.
I assume he can't be slept, so ignore him. And I can see that shaman.
Okay, let's find some stuff out, shall we? If I go back to the token layer, and I do that, and then I do
I'm hoping
that.
I just make all lies sleep. That'd be good.
Alright, so lowest hit die first. How many hit die worth did you get? 10.
Yeah.
And you can see all 5 bugs.
Oh, wait. Actually, sorry. Let me just change what I said about what I can see. Control L. Why is Control L not working? Let me change that to I can see the 4 bugs up the top in the shaman. I can't see the bottom bug.
Alright, so
Sure, I can see the bottom bug.
those 4 bugs all go to sleep.
Cool.
And they fall to the ground.
Yay.
Because, they stop flying.
Oh.
Okay. The shaman, however, does not.
Cool. And then I cast Hold Person with Shiro, and it will be a single target on this shaman. So -2 to the save.
Cool. Oops. Oops, this has got -2 on this.
Dang it. Okay.
No, I discard a card to reduce.
No.
Yeah, I know.
There are some people who have cards that can affect maybe potentially anyone's card. It's up to them.
If I played it now, can I affect that last roll? Or do I have to play it before the roll?
It depends on the card. Do you have a card that can affect any die roll?
Yes.
Do you want to, though?
Yeah, I'm not sure. But the next minute, you can change a single die roll per round to any number you choose.
Changing.
Whoa.
This die can have been rolled by anyone, including enemies.
That's pretty useful. If the shaman goes to sleep and the flies are asleep, that changes up the combat a fair bit.
Sure does.
After changing the number, roll the dice type and suffer half that much psychic damage. Round up.
Jeez.
Yes.
Look, I'm in favor of that still.
Are you doing it?
Sure, why not?
Play the card just next to the shaman then, please. You're playing a major blessing, no less.
Damn.
You've changed.
He who sits in nothing.
Okay.
Susanna. All right.
So that was not an 18.
No.
That was a 1.
Sure. Let me just first go to my role-playing game folder in my Dropbox, my Friday the 11th Lord Valley of the Obelisks folder, and then open this text file called Divine Awareness.
Yes.
Let me make a change. This is your third one played.
Third? It's only my second major
Second.
blessing.
Oh, that's right, someone else. That's right. Can you roll percentile dice for me, please?
Oh, I can. Oops, 100, not 1009.
Oh my god.
I am smote on the spot.
Does he get a tentacle? Does he get an extra appendage?
This is genius.
Craig wants to know.
This is fantastic. Alright, so
Do I take the 7 damage, or do I wait for doing that just yet?
you take the damage immediately, so roll a d20 and take half of it.
Yeah, I have. They have noticed. Oh, awesome. Woohoo!
Naughty little spanking for doing that. Jesus.
Okay, so roll your d10. Oh, d20, sorry.
I have.
Okay.
I did that before I rolled my 100%.
Okay, so you take 7 damage then?
Yep.
All
I'm
right.
sorry, you can now only cast healing spells and nothing else.
Alright.
Okay. Do I get to draw one of those?
And
Okay.
Sean retires. And Sean retires immediately.
I play it for you.
Oh, nice. Oh, everyone gets to see it.
Oh,
Hang on. I
no.
misclicked. Can you?
that's not terrible,
My goodness.
but it's
That is
Okay.
horrendous. I mean, sort of amazing as well, but it's pretty bad.
It might fix our problem with the spellcasters.
Mhm.
it fixes our spellcasters too.
Saving throws for the spells.
Hey, I'll take not having our spellcasters further for not having their spellcasters.
Okay, so
more.
can you please make a saving throw versus spells?
I'm working on it.
What's before you roll? What's your odds on a saving throw versus spells?
Play another major blessing.
It's a 12 I've got to beat.
Yeah, I'm. Where are you?
It doesn't matter. It only means that it doesn't land on me. It lands on the ground. So there's going to be an 80-foot spell silence from where I'm standing.
Cancel it if he does save. Just
So
save.
unless we're moving,
We're gonna either move into the room or run away.
Either way, it's still going to be in the 80-foot.
Yeah. Anyway, it's on you. So wherever you go within 80 foot of you.
I know. How good's that? That's actually really good at the moment.
Hey Zhang, have you ever wanted to be a ninja? Now
Sorry.
is your chance.
Kruber, you can't say that. In fact, we should just do the rest of the session in silence.
Mm-hmm. What are you doing, Sean, after you play?
That is...
Horrific, take it off, because no, it takes out all the detail of the map.
Okay, well, I'll try and make it lighter.
I particularly like the yellowness of it.
Yeah, I was trying to make it so it was...
Just take it out. We just measure. Just take it out. Just measure. Just take it off. Yeah.
I'm doing it. Patience, grasshopper. But basically, it is everything. So all of those spells being cast by the shamans don't work.
Maybe. Depends where they're situated. What are you?
Not my turn.
That's right. That's not. So, you are correct. So that he did fail.
He fails.
He is held. Alright, hang on a second. Oops. Oh, come on. I'm trying to hide this deck as well, and suddenly a Discord notification popped up over the top of the mouse. Alright, so he is held. We'll put on him that icon. Okay, I'll move these over here because they're funny. And they're still in play, so we won't delete them.
On the plus side, we know what Divine Awareness does now.
Well,
Right,
something you
we
can
know
do.
Interesting things.
You know, yeah, one of the things it does.
Yes, I know.
All right, you're not the full mechanic, but yeah, there you go. It triggered. You feel a presence. You hear words, powerful words.
Oh, well, I can't because there's a silence around me.
Yes, you can.
They're in your soul.
You can all hear it reverberating, but Sean, it is as much as the cacophonic lull embraces everything around you, the cacophony within your head roars, and you feel eyes, unnervingly unsettling eyes. All right. Yep, it's shh. It's like the ghost at the beginning of Ghostbusters.
There's an appropriate meme for you in the Discord just above Grail.
All right, so it is Zheng's turn. You can't hear anything, Zheng. You feel unnerved. Something bad just happened, you believe.
You know what? I'm just gonna stand still and just keep on swinging at that fly. 'Cause I don't know what's going on.
Those 4 flies, these ones here,
Yeah, I'm
up the
just
top,
gonna.
they all fell from the sky and hit the ground.
You can't hear them snoring, though.
Nope.
These guys are still moving back here, though.
Mm-hmm. That they are.
Oh. So everything's quiet and spooky. Sorry, what was that?
Can they move through the flies that's sleeping on the ground?
Yeah, because the flies.
There's like a goblin on one of the
That's right, but
squares.
these are 5 foot by 5 foot squares. They don't take up the full area, so there's move in there. It's just the area they take up when they're fighting because they're moving, etc. You don't just stand still. So, yeah, you can move into their square, especially if these things are not actively engaging.
Okay. How long's the reach of my long weapon?
You can go to 2 squares.
2 squares. Oh, just out.
So you'd have to step there, I guess, to be able to hit anything, to hit that guy, I guess.
Yeah.
It's certainly an option.
It's certainly an option, but all these soft whispers make me nervous.
You can't hear anything else, but you can hear this kind of dreadful whispering. It just sounds completely unnerving to you. And it's like it's a cacophony of whispers, and it seems to just be thrumming. But you know it's in your head because you aren't hearing anything else. It's as though it has completely removed all other sound.
Interesting. Well, I will stand still and prepare an attack.
Okay. Are they a Doctor Who thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
do you want to guess what they're called?
The silence.
The 8?
Yeah. Close, but no, the silence.
Silence.
Fair enough. Okay, so Hypatia.
Oh, well, it got awful quiet a minute. That's a little weird.
Likewise, you can hear in your head. You know it's in your head. You just have this awful feeling that there's a presence nearby.
Oh, good. The kids are paying attention to these, but to us playthings. What could possibly go wrong? I'm going to, instead of starting to reload, I'm going to put have my my loaded pistol and target that guy.
Go for it. Good thing is, no one gets tinnitus this time.
Yeah, I know that's a win. That's a win. I'm assuming that's still. Is that like a -1?
Krubs is in
I can
the
deal
way.
with that.
Never go full Krubs.
No.
Please
Yeah,
don't
no.
shoot me in the back of the head.
-1, but I'm a short range. Is -1 net or -1 just a -1 for shooting through people?
-1 for shooting through.
Okay, so straight up roll then. So short range still. That's a 15. That's pretty good.
That's going to hit. Roll your damage. 2d4 plus 2 exploding. +2. +2 is already taken in place for point blank. So what do you get?
That's better.
That is a 9. He gets knocked significantly by the blast into his shoulder, but he stands.
Hey.
Shiro.
Was that one? No.
It's the one whose health bar just decreased down to
That
a
guy.
0.
Don't have a lot of it anyone else.
Cool. Shiro is going to move to here and is going to fight defensively. Yeah, parry. Yep, and then this guy who was doing the crazy lighting of his flame lance and stuff is gonna aim it over Krubs' shoulder at these guys. Trying to do a fan, I guess, in the direction of those Dread Warriors.
Okay, so he is using an alchemical device.
Yeah.
Let's see.
What could possibly go wrong?
Right?
Yeah, let's see what could happen. What's the worst? So,
Wow.
That's reach.
this is an alchemical contrivance. So, roll a d20, please. It
16.
does not
Pretty
explode.
Good stuff.
Okay. It then, where is he?
Yeah.
Okay. It is going to send forth a jet of flame 30 feet long.
Wow. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Nice.
So mark out the direction it's going. Because you said he's trying to aim it over Jaquan's shoulder.
Yeah. Well, at the Dread Warriors, so it's kind of. Yeah.
Yep. So Jaquan will get a bonus to the saving throw first.
How do I do this? Let's use the measuring stick.
Yeah, that's fine. You'll get both of them. All right. So Jaquan and we'll get a saving throw at +4. Save first breath attack. The other two will also have to save first breath attack.
And that fly, and that other fly.
A 1 staff or
No breath attack.
Do we want to throw down some cards for him?
I will.
You can use it to reduce damage by 2. Is probably better.
Okay, sure. I will do that.
Why did
I assume that's been baned as well, Grail?
No, Bane doesn't affect saving throws.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm blessed for it then.
I did not have their saving throws
That
in
also doesn't
there.
Well,
No,
if Bane doesn't affect saving throws, Bless doesn't affect saving throws. But I'm pretty sure they both do.
Wait, got it right here. Blah 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 blah.
They don't affect them.
No, they don't.
They don't?
No.
Oh.
I mean, cool.
Yep. So
Alright,
find out how
so-
much damage it is.
They need to get 13s or higher. So the first one will succeed. The one who's on 1 hit point will succeed. Ha ha ha. Good on you, mate. The one who's gone full hit points will not succeed. Alright, so they will each take, or everything there will take 66 damage.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Should have thrown the saving throw.
Hang
That
on.
would have
So,
been 5 points you had, like 5 cards you
Don't
had in
worry
this card.
about
Were you
it.
really going to do that?
don't worry. Kruber succeeded his saving throw.
Oh, is it another minute?
It's every round he can do it.
Every round for
Oh.
six. For
So
6
it's a new round, so he does that.
All right, so
I don't like to say this, but don't do it on me.
It's
Why
probably
not?
worth it for 6.
It's worth it. Yeah, you're gonna freaking get die otherwise.
all right, so
Oh, 2 are 18.
I
Ow.
don't want Sean to die.
this
I've
thing
got-
here will take full damage, so it goes down to 4.
The
Dead,
plies? Yeah, okay, nice.
dead. Even if they make their save, they die. This guy here, he gets burned underneath everything. I'm just here asleep, you bastards.
But I'm not doing any more saves for anyone.
Yeah, fair. That's still 10 points of damage on Jaquan, so some people probably need to sack some cards.
Nope,
To
Jaquar takes 0 damage
0 damage. Oh, nice.
because he was getting a bonus, and if he made it, he was going to take 0. If he failed, he was going to take half.
Yeah.
Ah, nice. Nice. Okay, good.
Thank you, Henry.
But Henry takes 9 points of damage from that psychic backlash.
Yeah.
My brain!
But it's more like with you kind of screaming in silence. If you saw me then, I was motioning like a really great mime.
But we didn't.
I know, but I'm still giving myself bonus XP for roll.
If we, fair enough. If we can take out this this guy,
You can't talk, so be quiet.
okay.
Okay, so Vash.
Our characters can't talk Grail. We're talking right now.
Sure, but you can't talk to make plans. Vash, there was this great big jet of fire. Yeah, Vash is doing the right thing. She,
I'm
she might be the ugliest one here, but she is definitely the smartest.
Hey,
Actually, no, she's not the
even
ugliest.
against the wall.
Caradwin's here.
Ruba just almost lost his eyebrows.
Okay, so it'll be Jaquan. I need to make a decision here about something. Where is he? Alright, let me make. You will slay it. I just need to.
Bane 3, Bane 3, Bane 3.
Yep, make your
Make a
save.
save.
That is why
I'm gonna throw a Can I throw a card to assist with the save?
What
No,
kind of
you are
save
too far
was it?
away. The only way you can assist because you're 15 feet away is to use a major blessing to discard.
That was a breath save as well, wasn't it?
No, the first spell.
Magic.
The spell.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, you're on your own.
It's only Bane 3.
It's only Bane 2 because he's got a bless. Just
Yeah,
bless him a few more times.
You can't bless. Bless doesn't stack.
Now,
Neither does
remember,
Bane, technically.
I am
so
now an
it's like
anti.
special Bane.
I'm now an anti-magic machine.
Maybe.
So that
He's
died,
dead,
yes,
yes.
Grail?
Yep.
I will then attack the other sleeping one.
+4 to hit.
You can't attack this dread warrior.
He's dead.
Oh right, I
That's
saw
one.
it. Just saw it. It just updated.
Yeah, 'cause I just did it. Alright, I was checking something on a DM layer. Alright, so which one are you attacking? There's the fly.
Yeah. So I had a +2 to hit because it was asleep, but I still suffered the -2 to the damage. So
Cool. Okay. So it is still alive, but it's now awake.
We should have left sleeping flies lie.
yeah.
Alright, after Shaquan, it will be Sean. What are you doing, Sean?
We can just back up.
You can't talk.
Yeah, true.
You can be motioning vigorously.
Yeah, but you're at the back and nobody's looking at you.
No one's looking at me. No. Is the edge of the silence that the big region that's just behind me, or
I've just been measuring on the
it's
DM
way
list. We'll see.
That's my tiny hut.
oh, that's cool. Okay, no, that's all good.
Sean's going to shoot that one.
Okay.
The silence goes further than you can see.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay, cool. It's 80 feet in every direction.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, cool.
Can I'm shooting through heaps of people and a wall as well. Is that... Oh, actually, can I even shoot at him?
No, not really. He's still on the ground. He hasn't flown up yet. We'll say no.
Okay, well... he's going to move to here.
Okay. It is then Caradwin's turn.
And then shoot at the shaman.
How are you going through? Can you see through
No.
the dynamic lighting there? When you did that?
This corner just sort of doesn't.
Yeah.
Yes, I can.
It's a single,
Yeah,
it's a single straight. It's a single line. It hasn't been broken. So that's.
You might not have dynamic lighting blocks movement.
It does.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can just move straight through that wall.
Through it.
Stop then. It does.
See?
Unless there's been a change again, but it's my default setting for all my maps.
This wall here. I can walk straight through.
Yeah, just stop. Don't move through.
I'm just clicking on.
Yeah, but I said stop. Let me see what's going on. Hang on a second.
And my archer's going to reload.
There is no dynamic lighting. Oh, there it is. It has been unchecked, so I've got to go through and check all my maps again. Bloody hell, stupid.
That sucks.
Ridiculous.
What
Anyway.
an improvement!
It's like they make updates and things just break all the time. Okay, thank you.
Everyone's go.
Yes.
Aaron's going to move to here and chop this guy, hopefully.
Okay.
That's a long way, isn't it?
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, +1 to this. AC 9.
That would miss.
Yep.
Okay, after Caradwin, it will be Lenza.
Okey-dokey. That didn't show up.
No.
Okay. Let's have a look. I can still see a few bugs, so let's try and go for them, shall we? Is there a wall? There is a wall on the way, so let's move a little bit further forward. Can I shoot him now? No, there's still a wall on the way. Can I squeeze into this gap here, Grail, or would I have to go to the one next to it?
No, you can.
Cool.
Especially if you're only using a bow.
Yeah, so then I'll actually hit him without shooting through a wall. Yay!
I fixed it.
But I'm still going through a few people. I think 2.
It's pretty hard to hit this guy because he's on the ground. There's a big beast, and it's only like, so I didn't let Henry attack it.
Okay, so will I not be able to attack it?
No, not really, because even though it's as big as a hand, it fell asleep, so it landed on the ground, kind of went flat.
Shoot this guy all the way at the back then instead.
Both of them, yeah. I guess, yeah. I'll target him then.
Yeah, go for it.
Minus how much?
Minus, yeah, he is. So -4, which will offset the
my bonus. Yep. Yep. No, missed entirely.
No, he meant it offsets the fact that he's frozen.
Yes,
because
he can't defend himself.
Okay. It still doesn't matter. That would have been a 4 more.
Armor class of 7 versus this guy who has an armor class of 8.
Oh, it actually hits.
He's a guy wearing a sack.
Yo.
Cool. Awesome. Well, there we go.
All right, the arrow strikes him
in front of an elf.
All right.
And then, my other archer is just going to chill at the back here.
So can I say, when I said that the 2 hour and 10 minute mark the spell was being cast, and for all of you to, if you were interested, to see what it was and to see that I wasn't fudging anything. So I'm just going to go to the GM's layer, grab this guy, right click, layer, token. Now, I said about 5 minutes ago, I need to make a ruling. And that was my ruling about how close this guy was. I measured him. He was 80 feet from Sean whilst he was casting a spell. He is now 85 feet from Sean. But
Sean. But it was blocked for a little bit.
It was blocked for a little bit. This is the spell he was casting, which has now been rendered irrelevant.
Yeah. Okay. That's a big save or die for the party.
You would have been toasted. Nice and toasted. Because it travels a long way.
Does it bounce off walls and come back and bite you?
It can, but this doesn't need to because it was just going to go straight down this corridor.
Well, what?
Yep.
Yeah, so it would have gone down there and it would have deflected. Actually, it would have gone down there and deflected, so it would have hit Caradwin, it would have hit Jaquan, it would have hit Shiro, it would have hit Zhang, it would have hit the crossbowman, and then it would have bounced and hit Lenza, and Sean would have been probably would have avoided it. But the rest of you would have taken 30 electrical damage. Let's save those spells for half, so 30 or 15. His spell is ruined, but he still, because he was casting the spell, becomes visible. His invisibility wears off. He curses. And then
Caradwin just does the points to her eyes. And
he walks back, and the door opens, and he goes through it, and the door closes.
Can I just say, I am so glad the gods blessed me with a double blessing.
You can't say that.
So there you go. He was 80 feet away.
Oh man,
that's so good.
I would have survived.
So would have I, apparently.
15 points of damage, maybe.
No. I would have survived.
He would have said, "Save me the 8."
Nope.
Yeah.
I would have survived.
Yeah, no. All right. So that is the end of that turn. And we can leave it there for the week.
Lovely. What an excellent way to finish on.
That's awesome.
Oh jeez,
that was dead on 80 feet. I couldn't believe it when I measured it. I was like,
can you have a look at the last meme in Discord, Grail?
Sure. Belly posts.
very accurate.
Yep. Dear. Well, there you go. So I need to know who was the MVP. And you can't say the 8.
Why not? Yeah, I was going to say, they are my second choice. I think we all know who's getting it. Right, Sean.
Well. I had to play all those major blessings to make room for the net ones I'm getting now.
So you're testing.
Yeah, exactly. Look,
I do it every week.
Always. It's only been a positive thing for us, right?
All right. So.
Well, I'll tell you after the in a couple of sessions' time if I'm still alive.
Yeah, I mean, turned into some sort of chaos spawn.
And let me check. Messenger. All right, so it is Sean followed by Shiro. Does Shiro want a major blessing or does he want XP?
You mean a minor blessing?
A minor. No, yeah, minor blessing. Sorry.
I'll take XP, thank you.
Cool. And let's give Sean a blessing right now, just to offset the blessing that he played. All right. Where are you, Sean? There we go. Deal. Oakley dokley. Done. Alright, well, good session.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Was there a runner-up MVP?
Yeah,
it was me.
that was
Sure.
Oh, right. Sorry, I blinked.
So when I said at the beginning that when you first started blocking up down there, I was like, oh, he could have cast lightning. He could sit there and cast lightning bolt now, but I had already moved him out of line of sight, so
They had to move back.
yeah, he was doing other stuff. But yeah, at first when you guys were all packed there, he could have hit every single one of you. Anyway, that would have been funny.
I almost thought, I could play this card right now, and then I read the consequences of it.
Mm-hmm. Came out well, saved the party's ass. But I think you guys are more battered than you have been for some time.
Uh-huh.
I just hope you're not thinking we're going to learn anything from this.
Not since last time Sean played a blessing.
Alright, there you go. Divine Awareness has paid off. You probably got the best one you could have got to. Anyway, that's it for the week. Thank you very much, guys.
GG.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thanks, everybody.
See ya.
Thank you
next
very
time.
much.
Bye.
See ya.
Yeah.